What up, gamers? Fencer here, and welcome back to Chaos Zero Nightmare. So let's go ahead and finish up the story for Narja here. We got the ironic survival strategy. Here we go. Insert. Oh, and we got a battle here going on as well. Alright, let's go do it, guys. Episode 6. This time on the good ending. What's this? Is this what the outside looks like? Looked like? No flowers, no rivers, just pollution and dirt. It even smells worse than a lab. Both of us were acutely aware of the difference between what was dirty and what was clean. The lab had certain areas that had to be kept pristine, while there were other areas used for waste. Even outside the central area, any area that was frequented by the researchers had always been clean. Could this be one of the reasons why the monsters attacked? Let's keep going. As long as we keep walking, we should eventually find something else. This building looks similar to the lab, but the area is as corrupted as everywhere else. Was the lab even bigger than I thought? Huh? Hey Narja, doesn't it seem cleaner over there, past those buildings? Oh, thanks for keeping an eye out, Gaia. Let's head over there. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Battle just right away. Let's go for the... Oh, here's mealtime. That's the one that we keep on seeing. Retain unique. If veracity is decreased cost by 1. And add 30% heal amount, max 10 until used. 210 defense base damage to all enemies. Heal 100% predation. Okay, that's pretty cool. So we just keep on using up the veracity. But I'm guessing that's whenever it's decreased though. Like I don't know what the veracity of like, what if you consume more than one, if that's even a thing. Will that only consume one? Like decrease the cost by 1 only, or by multiple? Anyways, if mealtime is in a draw pile, move to hand. If in a graveyard, the morale for 1 turn. So this will be pretty much useless right now, right? Okay. Oh snap, dude, what the heck? Alright. Very interesting that was... There's mealtime again. Where's the lead? Should probably play that, I guess, right? Nice. Wow, look at that. The mealtime just decreased so much. Let's go finish you off. There we go. That's pretty cool. This is odd. Why aren't we getting any closer? If familiar anxiety sets in, my chest tightens and my breaths shorten. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit further. Huh? We're back where we started? No. How? We've moved far away from here. Look around us. Even the contaminated areas here are the same as before. It can't be. NA02, do you remember what I told you before the test started? The Protoss is the one who finds the way forward within chaos. I will now be testing to see if you have that capability. Strange. I'm certain that I'm moving toward it, but I'm not getting any closer. Could the chaos have manifested from the lab? Narja? Memories of the first test flashed through my mind. The familiar unease hardens into certainty. No. Maybe you've already noticed, but the units you are connected to cannot perfectly recreate the capabilities of the Protoss. We are conducting this research so that we can create a Protoss that far surpasses those that the Empire has. Therefore, I must express that the results of the study is disappointing. This is a real chaos, not a simulation. If we fail to escape from here, then I'll be... Narja, get a hold of yourself. No, we'll never be able to leave. Uh-oh. Here she goes. Narja! Gaia, there's nothing I can do. You can't give up yet. We can get out of here. Okay, let's try that route that route the Elysian wanted to go back at the fork in the road. Oh, here, there we go, yeah. I know that you can do this time. I believe in you, Narja. But like I said, I'm guessing before, if I chose that, it will just loop back to going with Gaia somehow. Gaia. Ugh. Huh? Did you hear that? Director Yuma. Let's head over that direction. If it's the director, he might know a way out of this. Oh no. Well, he's dead, I think. So, this is how I go. As I chased the screams, I found the director in a dire situation. Okay. Found him! Director! You two! NA-02, those monsters are trying to eat me. Quick, save me! Eat. I felt a pang of hunger deep in my guts as I looked upon the monsters baring their teeth. I wasn't any different from those beasts, wandering the chaos, seeking to satiate this indulgence, a cycle that I cannot escape. Director, am I a failed replica? What? Now's not the time for that. Kill those things over there. If we don't, we're all done for. Don't make me laugh. We'll find a way out of this no matter what. Tell us how we can escape from here. If you don't, we're not even going to try and save you. What? So, that's how it is then. I must have thought too highly of you two. Did you really think that I'd tell you? I mean, I feel like right now, would be the best time because you're about to die. The revolutionary technology that will place Peltion back on the map. Kaguya Pharmaceuticals' greatest innovation, the replicas. Letting my own legacy run away from me? As if that would ever happen. All of you are solely dolls for me to control, beings designed to fall into self-reproach when pitied, and to be motivated when your achievements are praised. You are simply replica, artificial life forms who can never escape the palms of us humans. NA-02, get rid of these things immediately. Have you always been subservient to me? That man really knows how to piss me off. Narja, there's no need to listen to him. You know what's even better? With him gone, there'll be no one else left who can stop us. We'll just try until we get out of here. Let's go, Narja. We'll find our own freedom. NA-02. Can we really find our freedom if we let the director die here? I know all too well how instinct that drives those monsters. If I were to allow to make my own choice, not the ones decided for me by the humans. If I could ever overcome my instincts, shut away these temptations, and travel the path that I genuinely believe to be the correct one. What decision did I make again? Back during my initial test, when I saw the replica being eaten alive by the monster. Another story lab? Or not story lab. A story branch. Frick, I want the wrong choice. I don't know which one is actually good. Because, you know, I mean, saving the director feels like it would be good or bad either way. The same thing with escaping the laboratory, because maybe she'll have regrets of not saving him. Dang, dude. I mean, this is kind of hard to know which one. I mean, you know, I'll go back to the other one. Like, whatever the choice might be. But I'm gonna guess escaping the laboratory is gonna be the bad one. Just because, you know, if I were to do the heroic thing, I would save anyone, even the bad guys, no matter what, you know? Even if, like, he doesn't deserve it. I would say, I feel like saving would be the better choice, the good guy choice. But I have no idea, man. Let's go escape the laboratory. We've no more business here. Let's go, Gaia. Huh. Oh. So you're no different from the other replicas. Of course you were. This is how it ends. Me, a failure. After your first test, the others wanted to dispose of you. But I thought my ding is to keep you alive. Ugh. Ugh. You were the first to consider me family. I'm sorry, Narja. Hey, that's kind of sad. Huh? Director! I have a question. Hmm? Are you my family director? Curious. Not the type of question I expected from a replica. What do you think? I'm not sure about the exact meaning of the word, but you're important to me as family. Is that so? Family. If I had any family left over, that'd be... Director, reporting a response between the recently acquired monster organism with the Chimera Knight. Okay, I'll be with you soon. You should head back as well. J01 is probably waiting for you. Narja, why are you still over there? Narja? Narja! This was the freedom that I had been searching for all this time. The person who changed us is no more, and we can try again and again until we finally escape. But I'm no different from those monsters. Narja! Get a hold of yourself, Narja. What are you doing? I'm... a failed replica. Just N802. Did we just get the bad ending? I think so. Mutant. I think we got the bad ending. I have no idea. We'll keep on going though. Oh, it is an ending. Good, okay. The director is dead. As the monsters tore him, all I did was watch. All the while, I kept convincing myself that this was how I would attain the freedom I'd yearned for. But what was it that I wanted so badly? What I have now doesn't seem to be it. No, it's something far, far apart from what this is. Narja, get up! Run! My vision was blurred, but I could hear Gaia's voice calling out to me. If I ran now, would I be able to escape the lab? No. What a pointless thought. I'm unable to find the right path within chaos. Maybe there'll be a sliver of a chance if we keep trying over and over. But now, I no longer have the will to fight. I'm sorry, Gaia. I don't know what to do anymore. Narja! I didn't accept the innate instincts I had as a monster, nor did I have the capabilities to find the right path as a Protoss. If I were to be human, what would I have had to struggle for? To a replica like me, the most important thing is not to fail. I see, I failed, so I no longer need to fight or struggle. Narja, your arm! A monster has clamped down on my arm, tearing it right off. Beside me, Elysion's wing is torn off almost simultaneously. Then one of the beast's sharp claws pierced straight into Elysion's one big eye. Dang. Oh, my vision seems to be leaving me as well. It's so blurry. Narja! Knowing Gaia, she would probably never leave me behind. She'd do everything she can to save me. I see. We'll probably meet again when we arrive inside the beast's stomach. Maybe I should have given up right from the start. That I wouldn't have to go through all those failures in the first place. My blurry world turned even darker and felt my head jerk away from the neck. For the first time in my life, I felt peace. Bad ending. Reverse food chain. Alright, there we go. That worked out. Alright, let's go for the good ending this time. After seeing that depressing ending there. Yeah, I love seeing the bad endings, man. I love that feeling of like, you know, it feeling kind of like in a bad way. Oh wow, that's a bit different now. I think before it was a bit like in place, the letters, but now it's all like a bit more messed up now. Let's see the director now. Let's save the director. What? Didn't you hear what the man just said? He's using us so that he can just live. I doubt he'll even tell us how to escape even if we save him. Instead of locking our own selves into this lab for the rest of our lives, we should at least try to find a way out. I know, I'm the one who suggested we escape in the first place, but I can't ignore someone who's about to die before my own eyes. I knew it, see? Doing the heroic thing, no matter how bad they are, that's like the good guy thing. That will lead to the good ending, I would imagine. Saving life does not need a reason. My instinct craves to feed and my will longs for freedom. However, if this is what you call faith, then it is for everyone to live on. That is the very thing that enables me to live as myself, as Narja. Forgive me, Gaia. Just this once. Can you let me have this one? I don't get you sometimes. Huh, so annoying. You better take responsibility for what comes after then, okay? Thanks, Gaia. You too. Oh, heck yeah. Let's do this. Oh, the ultimate already? The ego skill? Oh, that was fast. We did it. We won. We took out all these monsters in real life. You're really amazing, Narja. It's because I had you watching my back. You too. Why did you choose not to kill me? And the other replica would have prioritized their own safety. Well, maybe it's because we are different from other replicas, just as you always said. That's nonsense. Sure, your numbers during brain tissue analysis and psychological assessments came out much higher than the others, but still, to this degree. We may not have recreated what a Protoss can actually do, but it seems the two of you were the most human of all the other replicas. Thank you, Narja and Gaia. Director, did he just call us by our names? Surely a person of my rank as director would know the names of his own children. Apologies for getting carried away earlier, not wanting to die like this, not wanting to die like anyone else. I spoke much too harshly. I guess this is one of the instincts that humans carry. What are you laughing? It's nothing. Thinking that human nature is just as trivial as that of any other creature, I felt my tension ease. Alright, so, you want to escape the lab? Yes. Well, escape is impossible. The lab has been completely swallowed by chaos. Pardon? I should have caught on sooner. I foolishly made excuses to myself that all the chaos and the monsters-related omens were simply events caused by the replica research. I had even prepared defensive countermeasures in case something like this happened, but much of them seemed to have been disabled. We wouldn't have been compromised to this extent unless someone had already tampered with things. Surely not. Lies. You're lying, right? You of all people can leave. You know everything here is related to the lab. Let us out. We even save your life. It's far too dangerous outside the laboratory. The two of you must return. You don't have to believe me. After the two of you return, I plan to upgrade you primarily for combating monsters. This is the only way we'll survive. Director, I knew it. He was planning to this from the moments we saved him. Narja, it's not too late for us to go. We don't have to stay. I'm sorry, Gaia, Narja. I will do whatever it takes to protect the two of you, and all the other replicas of Kagya Pharmaceutical. Return to the lab at once. I will be with you soon. Huh? Wait. Whoa. Gaia! Director, what have you... Well, even if the worst were to happen, we have more than enough ways to send you back to the laboratory, so there's no need to worry. You both had a life core we put inside you during your surgeries, but I didn't think we'd be using them so soon. We nearly drained our entire budget implanting those things inside of you too. I guess something like our budget doesn't matter anymore. Uh-oh. Huh? I'm sure Gaia and Narja were just here a moment ago. Where could they have gone? AJ-87. Director Yuma, that's hurtful. Would you call me by my name too? We're family, aren't we? My Haka looks nothing like you. but I'm sure you already know that. Director, am I not the ultimate replica that you've so desired? I'm even doing everything I can to become even more powerful. Seems you've consumed so much more than just one or two. Am I next on your menu then? Humans. I've always wondered what they taste like, especially you. There's no need to worry. All your anguish, responsibilities, burdens, and obsessions. I'll reward you with a freedom so great that you can put all of that to rest. Alright. Yeah, Haku's so creepy, man. I feel like he's been getting, I feel like I like him more in this story than the main one. Just because it, shows more of the personality of Haku. Mutant. Oh, we got the ending here. Ugh. This is... As my eyes open, the familiar sight of the laboratory interior greets me. The cold, rigid shell of the capsule presses against my back. We're back to where it all started. It felt as if I had just come back from the biggest chaos simulation yet. I could no longer tell if it was a dream, or if my mind had shattered, unable to discern reality from simulation. I pick up upon noises on the other side of the glass. The researchers are rushing around frantically, shouting at the top of their voice. NA02, J01, return to capsule. The director must have used their life course. What? That means the director. We cannot confirm what is or has happened since the defense tunnel's CCTVs are down. However, knowing that HA-87 was making its way there. At that time, I had no idea what it meant to have returned to Laboratory 1's capsule, or what a life core was. I had no time to dwell on it, and the fatigue that had been building since I resolved to escape came crashing over me all at once. I simply prayed with all my heart that this was all but a dream. For a long time, for a very long time, I closed my eyes. I heard that in a split second before death, a human's life flashes before their eyes. Mine replayed my past as though that fleeting flash has been stretched out to a tedious length. When I first awoke in the lab, I was given the name NA02. The first time I met Gaia in the chaos and had to wander aimlessly. When the director gave me my first ever compliment, the moment I got to watch Haku being born, my emotions, the atmosphere around me, the choices I had made of my own will. I pondered on where I made mistakes, or which of those I could consider failures. I decided not to regret saving the director. That was my choice. A choice I made from my own life experiences. It was now a choice that had become a part of me. Well, now back to the present. The researchers poured the remainder of their time to transforming me. I was no longer studied to become the Peltion's Protos, but rather a soldier to combat chaos. It seemed that they were doing everything they could to prepare for any monster attacks that reached the lab. But the chaos that sprouted from Laboratory Zero eventually proliferated, and no one could stop Haku's rampage. Laboratory 1 fell victim to the corruption. We were forced to a life of hiding, to avoid Haku or any other life form. They said Kaguya Pharmaceuticals' Protos experiments couldn't be found out by anyone else. There were times when I wondered, was my existence in this world such a bad thing? In the end, we survived giving it everything we had, which continued until we met you. Thank you for saving me, Captain. I only did what you did. What do you mean? Just like you had saved your director, I decided that I'd save you. Oh. I guess we Protos have something in common. Such a bad joke to make. I'm a replica, not a Protos. I'm no different from a failed experiment. There's no way that I could share something in common with the Protos from the Empire. Were you being sincere? I've had to wrestle with many choices myself. However, if the reason was just, then there has never been any regrets. Captain, a sudden, hot softness swelled within my chest. I couldn't tell why I was crying. I felt happiness and sadness before, but this was the first time both of them came at once, and I didn't know what to do. I instinctively grabbed a hold of the captain and plunged my face into his coat. I couldn't stop myself from letting go. Thank you. Thank you. Captain. Yeah. Maybe I had long believed myself to be nothing more than a life stained with failure and taboo. Even if those words were true, if only I was just different and not a mistake. Maybe then I do have a reason to continue living. There we go. That was a good ending, man. I like that ending. Because yeah, just like looking back at like how she lived her life. That moment at the end where she begins to cry and stuff. Like, dang. Yeah, pretty heavy stuff, man. All right. Is this a cutscene or no? Or is that like a side thing? I have no idea. I mean, it's not a battle mission. I mean, yeah, let's go and see this, I guess. Ending, there we go. Oh my gosh, it's so bright now. I can see the horizon. It was as they said, where solid land should have been. It was filled with water, drawn into a single, endless line beyond my gaze. As though something slumbers beyond the horizon, waves of varying heights roll in and out, gently soaking the beach. Is this really what they call the ocean? The SS Nightmare houses multitudes of artificially recreated environments from the annals of Earth's history. Whether it's sea or the mountains, we can see whatever it is you'd like. So this really is a sea. But why did you bring me here? I'm sure it's to, make her experience the world that looks kind of normal and not like the chaos. Just think of it as a small present. Captain, come on. Take your boots off, dip your toes in, and feel how refreshing the water feels. You never know what might happen, so I'll just safely walk along the beach. What about you, Captain? The captain simply shook their head without saying anything else. Ray bolted across the sand and went ankle-deep into the waters. Miss Tressa, here comes my super-duper water splash. Eek, that's cold. I might make a mistake and end up way up out there in the ocean, so you never know about my bad luck. It's just our feet, I don't think anything bad can happen. Fine then, I'll just have to pull out my real secret weapon. Presenting the Super Mika Hydro Splash Attack. I'm sorry? The ocean is practically Miss Mika's home ground. I'm sure that if I can tickle Miss Mika well enough, the area will explode with water. Just a moment, Ray, don't tell me you're actually going to... I'm gonna catch you. Yeah, no, get away from me. In that instant, a massive column of water erupted, hurling the three people who had been playing along the shore high up into the air. Amidst the cheers and the screams, the geyser of water ended up coming down where the captain and I were standing. That's so cold. We're soaked. Are you okay, Narja? Yeah, I'm okay, but... the ocean's waters are really salty. Oh, look at that, we're in the forest now. We're in the woods. Wait a minute, I think I used too much energy at the sea. Oh. You feel the same way too, don't you, Miss Tressa? Owie, I fell. So soon. So this is the mountains. Is there something in the dirt? You've been staring for a while. Oh, no, it's just, in my dreams, the dirt was always cold and hard, so I was just curious what it'd be like in person. Go on and have a good feel. You put a lot of work in to create the dirt here. The captain told me about how the Ark City's mountains came to be. Some of the city's mountains came as close to 90% of its ancestral counterpart on Earth, even going as far as getting down the correct rocks and trees, all which differed depending on region. Even with flowers that they had planted all those years back, have pollinated and spread spread so that their smell could be picked up wherever you went. Even though I never brought up the fact that they wanted to see a flower bed, the captain brought me there first. It's like you know exactly what I'm thinking. It's because you showed me. To show everything that I can possibly show those who are observing. That was my purpose since birth, so I'm quite used to this. So you can look into and analyze for me whatever you want, Captain. I suddenly recall the words I said to the captain before my treatment. Why am I remembering this now? Why did I say the thing I said? My face suddenly heats up as the sound of my heartbeat gradually gets louder in my head. I'm such an idiot. Where? I was so lost in thought that I slipped on my own and fell onto the ground. That certainly didn't help. As my face heated up even further, I quickly buried my face into my hands. The moment I close my eyes, a fresh floral scent comes rushing in. Huh? The dirt beneath me was both cold and warm, both hard and soft. The sunlight was bright, but the leaves up in the trees provided a comfortable dark shade. The mountain that humans had artificially created aboard this ark had birthed its own vitality, and I was gifted with a freedom that I never experienced before. Aw, look at that. We got the happy ending, man. So even something artificial can have its own freedom. Oh, my bad. I just clicked. Where were we at? It can carry such fragrant flowers across great distances. Yeah, that's a cool comparison, you know? He's talking about how, like, you know, since the world is artificial, it can have its own freedom like her. It can become a beautiful nature, embracing all those around it. Any reason someone was made is something that stays in the past. From now on, I only want you to think about who you want to become. Captain. I sprawled out on the ground and stretched it, then burst into laughter, as if I'd never laughed like this in my entire life. I finally found my freedom atop this artificially made bed of flowers. Hidden story? Oh. That's what that was. And then there's a battle mission, which I assume should be 15, right? I think that's pretty much going to be like all the cutscenes for this. Let me see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all the cutscenes in this story. Well, there is like maybe one more. I know back with Haku, if you do like do the in the event, that event battle, yeah, there is this over here. Let me just read this one. Yeah, new research. Been playing for 2 hours. I did like, you know, go back to back between this one and the previous video. Are there any more leftover procedures? The way you're staring at me is making me anxious, especially after I open you up to you about my past. I have a request of you. A request? If it's you asking, I'll be fine with anything, but even if you keep staring at me like that, I won't be able to tell what your request is. Is it something that I may find difficult? Well, I want to ask you to take a test. A test? Alright, you saw my past, so you probably already know. If it's a test, I had more than enough those at the lab. I can't say I'm exactly thrilled, but since it's you asking, Captain, I'll trust you. What type of test is it? I want to bring out your latent potential. Rowan will walk you through the specifics. Rowan. Hello, Miss Narja. I am Rowan, an operator aboard the SS Nightmare, yet they refuse to give her a normal name. Allow me to guide you through the boundaryless trial procedures. Narja? Are you shy around strangers? It's not like that. You're just easier to talk with, Captain, so There's nothing. Please continue, Miss Rowan. Understood. Life forms expand their consciousness and transcend their limits when faced with extreme situations. The boundaryless trial is an assessment introduced to measure the potential and limits of an agent in such scenarios. Extreme situations. The test will take place in a recreated chaos environment, but without any factors that will endanger your mind. Once you finish your preparations, please move to the simulation room. Will you be okay, Narja? You don't have to go through with this if you don't want to. No, I'm fine. Rather, I'm actually more at ease. I've done this type of test many times before. Of course, I failed a whole bunch and lost my way inside. But I'll have you with me this time, so I don't have to worry about the latter. I want to show you that I can succeed. Thank you, Narja. I'll be helping you along the way. Then, are we good to go? Yes, let's go, Captain. Okay. But yeah, I think overall, it's just like a normal... Like, there's really no cutscenes afterwards. Like, I do remember when I played with Haru, and he completed everything there on my own time. I think there was no cutscenes at all, so... I think I'll be doing this on my own time. So yeah, I'll go ahead and end it here. Yeah, overall, the story was really good. You know, after like, you know, thinking about it a bit more, I do think that I do prefer this story here more than Haru's. Just because I feel like the, you know, the environment is a lot more, I guess, depressing than Haru's, I would say. Even though like Haru's in itself is already like so sad with her backstory. Like with her, like it's her entire life, you know. She's been like that for like since she was at birth. But yeah, like for me, her story feels more darker. You know, like she doesn't know if like, you know, with the with like even like Yuma, if he would trust her, or she would like trust him, and still like consider him like family and stuff. Yeah, a lot of like nice stuff in general. But I think because of her life is what made me more, I guess, feel sad for her than Haru, which I guess what made me like her story a lot more for me. But yeah, very good story, man. I like it a lot. I did want to try out the other trauma code stories as well. I can unlock them if I want to. I have enough of the currency for both Luke and Renoa. But I think before we saw like it was just Renoa before and Haru. So I do want to go in the order of release. I'm guessing Luke was just new right now. But yeah, next time I'll go for Renoa and we'll see what she's like with her story. Yeah, can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to it. And now as for the question if I will do some pulls with her, because, you know, I thought about it. I think in general, she will be very good when it comes to like, you know, Serenial after playing with her like for the first time. But also, it would help out in my Lord teams. So like if I go for the Agent Collection, I showed this before, but yeah, in the Kaguya Pharmaceuticals here. Wait, hold on, what? Oh, that's Peltion. I thought that was like 2 out of 3 for Kaguya Pharmaceutical. But yeah, we got Cassius too here as well. Dude, that's pretty cool. We can even see like some upcoming factions too. There's the Sanctuary Sisters, the Benedict Choir. There's no affiliation with these guys. What else do we got? A White Altair or Altair. Like, yeah, I want to get like Magna because of these two, since I can make a team of them as well. And I do like their characters too. I'm trying to get Luke as well. And then, of course, I got pretty much everyone on Terrascion. But yeah, pretty much this is how I make my team, is I would try to make a lore-based team. Because Yuki is, you know, knows about Serenial. And because they're kind of like, you know, law enforcement in a way with these two, I kind of made them into a team, these 3 here. For Kaguya Pharmaceutical, I mean, right now we just have Narja. I guess I can add Cassius because there's really no one else that I can add. But like, even other than the Lord teams too, when it comes to like, you know, the meta and stuff, it'll be nice to add her with Serenial. Because I do want, you know, I feel like with her, she might be really good with the healing. Because of like the attacks and stuff. Like, she's not only does she heals, but she also like has some like attacks that can help out the team. I do like that like that a lot. But yeah, I think I'll be doing some pulls. You know, I thought about it, and even like thinking about my pull amounts right now, I got pretty much a guarantee that I'll get a 5-star. But like, if I fail my 50-50, I mean, I don't know, if I fail it early, then maybe I might go all the way with Narja. I'm still thinking about, like, I really want to get the next character. I did like look back on that with 9 and Tisfera. I think I'll skip out on Tisfera. That's the one that comes after the next like combatant coming up. Wait, the next one is 9. I really want to get her, but you know, I want to make sure that I still have enough of the pulls for me to do that. So yeah, I got 25 here. I got this much, which is over, you know, the required amounts for a guaranteed 5-star. And also in the shop, I do have you know, this as well that I can go on, which I guess we got 24 of these as well. So yeah, I guess I want to do some pulls. Maybe we'll start out with a little bit, and if I feel like it, then maybe I'll go all the way. But for now, let's go do our first 10 pull. Oh man, dude, I feel like in a way I'm gonna regret it. I just realized it's 70 pulls for a guaranteed. Oh wow. Was it always like that? I thought it was 80. That's even lesser than Wuthering Waves, right? Like, you know, I began with Genshin. I think it's 90 for the hard pity. And then 80 with Wuthering Waves. I could be wrong. I know, like, Wuthering Waves has 10 less for the hard pity. But this one is 70, which I think is 10 less than Wuthering Waves and 20 less than Genshin Impact. That's pretty good, actually. Anyways, here we go, man. I think we'll do it. I think I'll keep on going until the next 5-star. Unless we fail the 50-50 early on. Then yeah, I think I think we'll keep going if we do fail the 50-50 later on, or like early on. Here we go. Enough talking. I've been talking way too much. Doing a lot of narrating. We got nothing here. We got her. Frick, dude. Do I want to go all the way? No glitch. Jeez, dude. We got whoever this is. Who's that? Oh my gosh. Shall we do one more? No glitch. We got 2 of him. Well, that's good for my Luke team. Oh yeah, speaking of him. Oh, I only got 1. Frick. Oh, you know what we can do? If I get Narja, I can level her up a bit, get 1 more of that from the level up. Okay, let's keep on going. I think it's fine. We're getting a lot of him too, which is what I want. You know what? We'll keep going. We're like almost there anyway. Okay, okay. And there she is. Dang, dude. We'll do 1 more 10 pull and then we'll do single pulls. Dang, not even from there? Dang, dude. Okay, we'll do single pulls now. Oh my gosh, dude, we're not... This was like really bad. Yeah, I think I'll have to save up now. For 9, if I fail this. At least it's guaranteed, right? Oh jeez. Am I really gonna go for the hard pity? That's really sucks, dude. Dang. We got him again. How much do I have of him, man? I mean, yeah, he's gonna be like so good for my Luke team whenever I get the chance to play with him. Oh jeez, dude. Oh, there we go. Okay, who do we get, man? What do you think? Did we win 50-50? Oh, that's her. Oh, we got her. Jeez, dude. Oh my gosh. Then yeah, what we can do now is go to her. We can level her up. Alright. Gonna save all my pulls for 9. And you know what? We have plenty of time. For me, I got like, what? Like 3 weeks for me to do so, right? For me to do that. Let me, oh, did I not get it? Oh, it's gotta be level 20. No, yeah, we can reach there. Oh no. Oh, we can merge. Let me merge. There we go. So with that, I can get this. Hey, we can do 1 more 10 pull. Alright, let's go do it, man. Let's go do 1 more rescue. Oh boy, dude. After this, I need 30 more. for that guaranteed. But it'll probably be the best if I do try to do this first before I even do this, right? Let's do it. Nope. Got more of Mika, which is nice. Dang, let me see, how much did I get of Luke? Or Lucas? Hey man, long time no see. We got 5 of him? Wow. Dude, the Luke team. The Luke team is gonna be fun to play. Because I plan to use him with Luke. Dang, look at that gun, man. I really want to play as Luke. It looks so cool, these guys. And yeah, Mika. I mean, it's always good to get her. It's never bad to get her. Alright, we also got her too, right? You know, she's also part of the Wolf Platoon as well. I can always use her, but I don't know, we'll see what I use for the third one. Like it has to be Luke and Lucas. I'm either gonna go for either Beryl here or her for my Lord team. But dude, she has a really cool gun. Look at that, man. Wow. And yeah, she has shields. She also has shields. I mean, yeah, we'll see what I go for. Anyways, yeah. There we go, man. They're really happy with the pulls there. I was so afraid. Like, we were getting so close, too. I think at least I'll have enough pulls for 9. And then after 9, I think that's when I'll take a break from doing pulls. I plan on skipping out on Tisfera. That's the one that comes after 9. But let me see my time left. Yeah, I got, you know, at least 2 weeks to, you know, build it back up. And I'm sure they'll be also giving out some other free pulls. Oh wait, can I see my achievements too? I have not been seeing these in a while. And of course, I can also do the event stuff as well to help build up my stuff. But yeah, I am wondering about this. You know, after 9, I do want to, you know, hold it off from there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy that I got her. Anyway, guys, yeah, very satisfying with that ending. I'm very much happy with that. But yeah, very cool. Like I said, I like her story. I think it is you know, comparable to Haru. I think for me, better than Haru. The thing is, like, in a way, I got used to the game, so I do feel like not as impacted with her. I feel like in a way I do expect some kind of like sad stuff going on with the trauma codes. Because the main story stuff, like, they don't really feel that sad to me. But the trauma codes are like a different story. They're very sad. I feel like because of Haru, it kind of like got me, I guess, expecting some dark stories. Because yeah, when I went through Narja's stories, I felt less affected. But I think if I think about it, it did feel like better for me, like better to me than Haru. But yeah, I like the story overall. I think it's fun. Or maybe not, well, it is fun, but more entertaining. More intriguing for me. Anyway, guys, yeah, we'll see like what happens next for the story. I assume it's gonna be like, you know, I guess continuing this here. I guess there'll be an Act 3. And that's where we're gonna go. But there's nothing else over here too. Yeah. So we gotta wait for Act 3 to appear. I'm gonna guess that's when they're going to release their next 3 characters. This kind of feels like Haru, actually, with Narja, the way they release the content. Because the Haru was like just trauma code stuff, right? So I'm guessing starting with 9, that's when they'll be releasing the next 3 characters. I would assume. Anyway, guys, yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, for real, I'll end it here. That'll be for now, guys. That's game.
Wake up. today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good